Alright people, good evening. Today's silent film video is of 1920s The Golem, or Der Golem. The third Golem film, which unfortunately the other two are lost. I would like to see them. And based on a novel, which is based on the Jewish mythical figure. Is that the right word? Mythical? Folklore? The Golem, set in Jewish ghetto in Prague. The head rabbi, I guess that would make him chief rabbi. He's an astronomer or an astrologer, one of them. He predicts doom for his people the next day or soon after. The emperor of the city says all Jews must leave. So a golem is made out of clay. There he is. A golem is made out of clay to save the people. Now at first he does good. In fact, he goes shopping at one stage with a bag on his arm. So he's a good golem until he isn't. And something makes him not be good. But I won't say what it is in case anyone hasn't seen it. Now I've seen this a few times now, and I don't enjoy it as much as I used to, because I first saw this in my early silent film life. This had to be one of the early films that I saw, and I've just seen ones that I think are better, and I think I've seen ones that I enjoy more than this. But I have no problem watching this. It says it's a horror film. It says right there, a horror masterpiece. Apart from this big ugly clay golem coming to life and looking like he is and doing the few things he does, I don't see anything other than that horror in this film. It doesn't have an atmosphere of horror or doom or foreboding or a heavy atmosphere. It has none of that. Even, I don't think by 1920 standards, when you think what come out the same year, Caligari, what come out a couple of years after, Nosferatu, I don't see it. It says on the back, its influence can be seen in James Whale's Frankenstein. A few scenes, maybe I could see that. It's also a German expressionist film, which I love. I said I love, but whether that's because of Caligari and other films that I've seen, it doesn't come across to me as heavily German expressionism. Now I'm sure you're either German expressionist or you're not. There's no in between. But apart from a few crooked buildings, there's this great one tower that's kind of like that. The houses are crooked. There's the overhang. It reminded me of the Shambles in York. Anyone ever been to the Shambles in York will know. And the insides of the houses just look like, they remind me of the inside of caves. Smooth caves, hollowed out, but arched shape and things bent. But I don't think to the extent of Caligari, which to me is the highest. But overall, I think it is a film that is worth watching at least once. And I still enjoy it, just not quite. It's not quite up there with other silent films of this ilk that I've seen. In my humble opinion, I'm a nobody, so my opinion doesn't really matter. But it is what it is. I have no problem with The Golem. So worth one watch, if one watch is all you give it.